on the right circle, sends a centering pass out of the reach of Jacob Mathieu. Hooking call coming up, and it looks like Northeastern back on the power play.
Yeah, and it's Galanek headed back to the box.
Well, Northeastern with 9 minutes, 1 second remaining, going on their fourth power play of the night. They started this period with 1 minute 30 seconds on the 5-on-4. 1 for 3. That power play goal came back in the first period off the stick of Mathieu. He's got points in 9 of his last 10, and presumably will take the offensive zone faceoff for Jerry Keefe's squad.
UMass collapses in a lot on their penalty kill, and in 5-on-5 you could see how they were doing the opposite of that, how they spread out so much. We've seen the theme here tonight.
Mathieu wins the draw. It's Borghese up on the point, sends it over for Ritzkovian. He's on the left wing looking for that shooting lane. 5-on-3.5, one of the Minutemen without a stick. Connor sends it to the right wing, lets it fly off the chest of Musa. Back up to the top, Borghese in the slot. Looking for that lane, winds it, drives! Score! Vinny Borghese, how do you do? A howitzer from the top of the zone. And Northeastern, a 2-0 lead.
And Nick Van Tassel looks so disappointed at himself. He was the one who lost the stick on the other side of Parabel's cage, and he was right in front looking at Borghese, but he couldn't really do much without his stick. He couldn't poke the puck away, and Borghese had a clear line of sight.
2-0 Northeastern the lead, 8:32 remaining. Back to even skating here at Matthews Arena. Cosman enters the attacking zone, sends a shot in. Glove saved by Zacher. Some more extracurriculars after the whistle. But how about that power play for Northeastern? They score within the first seconds, and the Huskies playing with that pep in their step. They got all the momentum in the world.
And that's a big lead for the Huskies to take. There are 8 minutes left, which is a good amount of time still in hockey. I mean, you've seen more happen in less.
Jack Galanek will take a draw against Andy Moore. Defensive zone faceoff coming up for Northeastern. They drop the puck. Both players jumped early. It'll be Bo Cosman instead of Galanek. 8:23 remain. UMass wins the draw. Hanrahan sends it high and wide of the cage. Back on the left wing, Northeastern trying to clear the zone. They reset and now chip and chase here into the blue lines. Olvestad has it, red line and deep, and wraps it around the boards to the far side. Back on the forecheck for UMass, but Northeastern takes it away. D to the near side. Olvestad walking the blue line. He sends a wrister wide left. Northeastern trying to clear the puck here. Sebastian gets it back to neutral ice. Andy Moore gets pushed down a couple times. Now he has it on the left wing. A one-man rush for Moore. Goal line extended to the near side. Drops it off for Hajibi. Top of the zone. D to the far side for Compton. Chip and chase right here for Mathieu. Dropping it off for Vinny Borghese, who just scored that goal. Now goals in 2 consecutive games. Back up to the top. Compton weaving forward for the slot. Borghese scanning forward. Drops it off the stick of Ritzkovian. Hajibi trying to get that one-timer for Compton just out of his reach, and it's goal line extended to the far side. 7:10 remaining in this third period. A 2-0 Northeastern lead as UMass enters the offensive zone. They'll change a couple skaters here. Back on the forecheck for the Minutemen. Mathieu, red line and deep. Enters the offensive zone, chip and chase as Northeastern will change lines. It's Keenan who collects the puck behind his own netminder. Nyes walks his own blue line, now wraps it around the boards, entering the offensive zone. Goal line extended to the far side, now back into the neutral zone, almost intercepted by Ritzkovian, who blows the tire, but that back check skates away for UMass. Zimmerman chips it back into the offensive zone, now goal line extended to the far side. 6:24 remaining in this final period of play. A 2-0 Northeastern lead as Nyes sends a good stretch pass right there. Has Van Tassel on a 1-on-0 momentarily. Puck didn't go all the way through. Vukakusa has the rebound, now back into the offensive zone for Connor. Connor on the right wing, has it on the forecheck, drops it off for Martino. 6:03 remaining in this final period of play from historic Matthews Arena as Martino lets it go off of his stick. Now back on a neutral ice, Borghese skating for it and drops it off for May. Intercepted by Van Tassel, and now he's got a stretch pass for Lieberman, who falls down. Delayed penalty coming up here, and UMass scores! It's Dunn, who cuts the lead in half, and just like that, UMass within 1.